So a very good evening to all my dear friends. So as per your request, I am here with the analysis of NABARD Phase 2 2022. And you know that the examination has already happened. So all of you were saying that what could be cut off, what could be cut off, what could be the safe score. So as many requests came to me, so I thought of making one video on this, right? So it's not like that I was in a hurry to make some analysis video, because analysis needs time. It is not that within some time only after the examination I will just let you know what are the things, because I need to talk to you people, because you are the actual warriors for the examination, who have appeared and who have faced that nervous and you have faced that tense situation, and what are the errors you have done. So after talking to lot number of students, many number of students, I have reached to my conclusion with my self analysis also. And all of you can remember that just after prelims, nobody predicted the cutoff. It was only me who said that it was around 41 plus minus 3. And the exact, I think some people with 39, 40 also got selected in the prelims, right? So with those analysis, with those thought process only, I am here again with the phase 2 analysis and the cutoff, which nobody had predicted also during the prelims. So let's move on with the answers of the questions first. I will just take 10 to 15 minutes to wrap up overall session. It will not like lengthy, boring 1 hour session for each question. So just move on. Let's move forward with the questions. What are the questions? So these are the 1 marker question that were asked in the examination. So when talking to the students, what I found out, the red colored question, what you can found that most of the people have done mistake in this question, right? They have marked wrong answer for this question. So if you take the 1 marker 10 questions, so total, if you'll go into this, so total, if anybody has marked say 6, right? We are talking about average, means average what students are doing. We are not talking about the top performer. We are not also talking about the low performers. We are talking about the average moderate students, right? So if in total, if you take the 6 questions are correct and your 4 questions are wrong, so if you take into consideration those 1 marks or 1.66 factor, whatever it may be, so you can see that the score will be around 4 to 5 marks only in this section after calculating with both the processes. If we move on to the phase 2 of the question, right? Phase 2 of the question, you'll see that most of the students have done error in this part. Poultry based question, what has came up, right? Out of 3 questions, most people, average students I am talking, that average you have done only 1 right here, 1 right here. If you talk about this question based on your agriculture marketing, many people have done mistake in this. Though this question was very simple, we have done this question in prelims power play also, right? Many people have, okay, it happens, right? It happens in the examination. We know, but we make a mistake, right? So they have made a mistake in this question. If you talk about this Namaste scheme, some had made a mistake in this option number A, right? And if you talk about this piggery based question, then again 2 questions, many have either made a mistake in this or many have made a mistake in this. These are as per your suggestion, as per your feedback to me only. So out of this 12 questions that are in front of you in 2 marker, you will see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again 50%. There are high chances that many have done negative in this question, right? So in that way, we will try to calculate the marks. But if you see this set of question, that is from question number 13 to question number 20, this question was very much easy, the easiest question of all. We have done lot number of questions. All these questions we have already practiced, right? And one thing you will see that I have never given you the lengthy notes for this. Whatever we have done in prelims power play, mains power play, most of 90% question have come from there, right? So it's not required to read a bulky truckload of information. Again, I'm telling you. Now, this question was easy. Everybody has done all the right here. So I'm not taking no negative step. If you talk about this question, again, none of the most of the students have done. If 1, 2 has done error also, we are not taking into account. But most of the people have done. This was also a very easy question. Most of the people have done this question because day before examination, I have just shared this data also. So most of the people are done right for this. One more thing, one confusion is there regarding this question. See, this was the passage given on our poultry, but as per I have talked to number of students, right? They have told that whatever the paragraph some people are picking from the internet, right? Whole paragraph was not similar to what it was asked in the examination. In examination, examiner was well qualified. He was having some knowledge of poultry, and he have modified the last line. He has modified the last line, and he has specifically used this word that commence when the pullet, that is young chickens, start laying. So we have studied in the life cycle of FAO, also Food and Agricultural Organization. The question did not ask that when this pullets are just kept into this cage, what is the time for keeping this pullets into the cage. But the question the examiner has modified, and this was the key word what I have asked from many students: when does this pullets commence laying, right? So that's why he has intentionally given this option 22 weeks. So right answer for this is not 52, it is 22 weeks only, because the question specifically says when does it commence laying. But if you're saying 52 weeks, what is 52 is? 52 weeks is the time period when this pullet is kept to that cage, right? So in general sense, if we'll talk about, it is your 22 weeks only. It is your 22 weeks only, right? Now coming on to your next, that is your paragraph based question, that is on agricultural marketing. Question was there. What was the question? It was easy. So most of people have done this. So if you take into consideration all these things, right? This course, we will discuss the analysis of this. We will discuss later on. So these are the answers. I think everybody might have checked. So you can just check in 2 slides only. Now coming on to the descriptive was pretty much direct this year, not analytical or analysis based question. So if anybody has written in points also, he or she can get good marks if the number of words has not satisfied the limits. If you have written, because NRLM, Matsya Sampada Yojana, it's like they will search for the key components of this scheme in your answer, because they will be having their model answers. So if you have written anything related to NRLM, they will search what those keywords, those key components. If you have written Matsya Sampada Yojana, they will first try to search those components. If not there, you will get some marks less. But if you have written number of words, you will get the marks. 1-2 marks you will get less if somebody has written clearly the exact components what the scheme has. What component they wanted to ask in Matsya Sampada Yojana is very important. They wanted to ask about 3 pillars. First is the government, second is your private player, third is your farmers themselves. These are the pillars, these are the main components of your Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. So I think this is also general, around in and around last year only, like last year only, the marking will be there, and all of you will getting around. Those who have written, they will get 4-5 marks extra. Those who have not written, they will get 4-5-6 marks of less marks. So it is around like last year only. In English, similar to last year, so evaluations will be on the lines of last year. But since this year you were quite aware of that this they will ask, and this number will be the words, so you have done better proofreading. So I think some 1 or 2 marks, the overall cutoff in English will increase. It will be around, last year it was 58, so I think this will be 60. So now if I want to sum up everything, my predictions may be like this: that English 60 marks, it was around 58 marks something. Descriptive, taking into consideration all those questions, and if somebody has written good, somebody has written bad, so it can hover, right? So average students will be getting around 28 in the descriptive. And if you talk about the objective, so average score will hover around, taking into consideration either 1.66 factor or whatever you want to take. The average score will be around 25 to 27. If you add on, this is the average score. That is, average score means most of the students will be getting around this. So to adjust the number of students, the cutoff will be certain less than this. So I think they will drop 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark to adjust more number of students to get this 1:3 ratio for your interview. So I think the cutoff will be around, this year will be 110 to 114, my dear friends. So that's my analysis, all the answer keys, analysis, everything within this short period of video. I think 5 or 10 minutes, you will get all the information. Thank you, my dear friends. Take care.